Usain Bolt made history as the first sprinter to sweep 3 gold medals at 3 different Olympic Games. But Jason, he is pissed. Regardless of whether we have his reaction or not, there's no doubt that Usain Bolt is not happy by what is going on. He's been stripped of his gold medal for the 4x100 relay during the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Not even his fault. Nothing really to do with him, but instead his Jamaican teammate. Nesta Carter is the villain in this example. He was disqualified from the 4x100 relay for a doping scandal. Now the IOC retested hundreds of samples stored from 2008 and 2012 Olympics to possibly detect banned substances that were not originally detected at the time of the Games. And as a result, Jason, the man who's still going to be known as the fastest man to have ever walked this earth will no longer be the 3-time consecutive Olympic game gold medalist champion of champions of champions.
2008 Games. It's 2017.
That's rough, man.
Why are they keeping samples for 8 years?
Yeah, it's creepy, man.
Like, that to me is just a little bit strange. And there's always problems with the doping testing when it comes to the Olympics. Like, well, we know Russia, there was a lot of sanctions pulled against them. They barely competed in certain events in the Olympics because they were doping. And doping has become such a blanket statement for cheating in the Olympics because there is so many forms of doping. It's crazy to me. So they keep the sample for like 8 years and they retested the sample. All right, look, we got Nesta Carter's piss. All right.
Smells a little funky.
So,
it's not aging as well as these other ones.
Not fermented, not like the Merlot, right? So they take it out and they test it again, they swirl it around, they go, is there a chance that possibly like a steroid grew in the 8-year-old piss? Maybe they freeze it. I know, we're talking way too much about this. I'm talking too much about this. I'm focused too much on about this because it's 9 years after the fact.
Yeah, I think it just
And I'm not saying that it's okay that he's doping or he's cheating, but I'm going to be honest, let them all dope. Because it really seems like in the Olympics that like 50 to 70% of them every single year are using some form of PED doesn't seem even like the right term because I don't think they're using them to enhance their performance during the actual event. What I think it is most of the time, as reading in this article, is stuff to rebuild injuries. Like if you get injured badly, you tear, the classic case is Andy Pettitte for the New York Yankees, but like he needed to take a steroid to rebuild ligaments in his elbow.
Yeah.
I would say for sprinters, if they have to regrow or re-strengthen ligaments in their knees, in their calves, or whatever it might be. My point being is a lot of these are like medically cleared to make them better, and then the effects last longer. Cheating's not cool, right? I'm just saying, like, have a doping Olympics, having some events where it's like the 4x100, and then the 4x100 on like super steroids,
Just write
the
it up,
4x100 on like cocaine, the 4x100 on.
I think there's a movie coming out about that. It's called The Justice League.
It's called The Justice League.
Yeah, they're all writing it out. So I think he's pissed. But Usain Bolt actually, so this is not new. It's not like it just suddenly was dropped upon him. This was reported last year by The Guardian that it could happen and he could lose a medal. And at the time he said it was heartbreaking, but it's just one of those things. So I think the time that's passed has just added insult to injury. It's like, Jesus Christ, you're going to take away one that's back in 2008, not even a recent example where it just happened, you know. But the funny thing is that Carter was also part of the gold-winning team in the 4x100 relay, so he still gets to have a medal. He's not losing all of his gold medals, but what I think we're alluding to here
in
is...
2008 or 2012?
No, this was back in London, 2012.
So yeah, he didn't cheat.
So no, he didn't cheat in that one, so he's able to hold on to that one. But what you need to understand is that Usain Bolt's accolades, this is why it's such a unique thing to be an Olympic athlete, is because you don't get all these awards to showcase that you've reached the top, right? It's not like if I'm a Premier League footballer and I lose one of my FA Cup winners' medals and I'm at the top of my game, it's like, fuck. All right, well, I'll just have to make room for my next one next year. I'll have to make room for my next trophy, my next Champions
Cup
League.
Strip from your
exactly.
Team.
That's the way it's like, this is the pinnacle of your career. This is when you reach the top, and you can have all these different medals, but there's only really one gold medal. And I don't think that people are taking this a little lightly, and all the memes are around there, like that one guy who just blows a cover for the team, like when you and your brother do something and the guy, like your brother smirks and blows it, and your parents end up giving you into trouble. That's this guy.
He
couldn't hold his own. He blew it. And the funny thing is, another funny thing on top of the funny thing, is they probably could have won it with just the three of them. Have Usain Bolt run the 200. And he probably could have won it.
He's usually pretty good at that too. So he gets his gold medal taken away. I actually really like talking about these stories because for the most part, nobody gives a flying crap for the 4 years in between the Olympics. And then about 2 weeks before they go, oh, let's talk so much about it. And then afterwards, we're probably to blame too. We sit there and we go, oh, right. There's an Olympics last year. Oh, right. Like, who won the, Simone Biles, she was a damn, right, okay.
It's especially when it
Unless you're
comes
Allie
to...
Reisman and you start dating an Oakland Raiders player. Then everyone's like, oh, we can talk about her because football.
Or you're Usain Bolt or you're Michael Phelps. Like, I feel like people could just categorize Olympics
Why
as
was
those
Michael
two.
Phelps in headlines?
Because he smoked weed.
Because he smoked weed.
That's it.
He got caught with a bong in Baltimore. Like, that's why. If he didn't do that, then everyone would be like, oh, dude, that's right. He's got like 57 gold medals.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look through and see if like the gold medal now could be like given to someone else. So will it be given
goes to the
those
second who finished
so the
in
second
second?
place team? That's what I'm saying.
It said it somewhere in the article. They finished second in the 4x100 in Beijing.
This
Was it Russia? Jokes.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Hey,
They
congratulations.
took silver. Congratulations
How do
to
you
them.
think they really feel, though? You think that they're going to get...
I don't think they give a shit. I think they're all waiting patiently for the gold medal to come, and they're going to do their little homemade ceremony with the mailman that delivers it to. They stand there, and the mailman goes, "Congratulations."
The mailman. Comment.
All right. Sympathy with Usain Bolt. I mean, knowing Usain Bolt, you probably could hang around for another 4
You
years.
can go snatch
go
it
ahead and do
before-
it again.
You can run in and run out. Get it before they even notice
He
that
is
it's
a
gone.
living version of the Flash. Hit us in the comment section. Francis_Maxwell, Jason Rubin 91. We'll see you soon.